I'm Destiny. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and on this channel we talk about topics such as entrepreneurship, business, and side hustles. And in today's video, it's going to be about a side hustle that I haven't rarely talked about, which is buying and flipping domains. And before I get into all the different tips and tricks that I have, I'm gonna tell you how I actually got into buying and flipping domains. Like, I had one good success story, a couple other little small ones, but back in 2020, the movement, at that time it was normalized Black women in luxury. So I had kept seeing it, and a lot of the stuff was like, oh, Black women, like a lot of times Black women are questioned when they wear luxury, when they purchase luxury, when you go out to eat at a fancy restaurant, 5-star restaurant, like a lot of people will ask, what's the occasion, instead of it just being normal, like how they see other races go out to fancy restaurants. So there was the movement, normalized Black women in luxury, to where that's all we kept on seeing. And at the time, I'm like, that'll be a good domain to buy. My sole purpose of buying this domain was to flip it. So I went on GoDaddy.com and searched Black women in luxury. Of course, it was available. At that time, it was 99 cents. Because you got to think, Black women in luxury, like those names put together, wasn't worth much. Because a lot of people didn't see Black women as luxury, just to be honest. But so I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna purchase this domain and I'm gonna sit on it. So during 2020, like by the end of 2020, I got offered $800 for it. And I knew that that domain was gonna be worth so much more, because by that time there was an Instagram page set up. Now it's a hashtag. Facebook groups were starting to form. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit on it. I'm still gonna sit on this and wait. So rolling into 2021, where we still see a lot of normalized Black women in luxury. Now we have Black women luxury TikTok. The Facebook groups are continuing to grow. By this time, multiple Black women in luxury Facebook groups, which I know it's luxury for brown girls, then it's a luxury for Black women. So a bunch of different Facebook groups are popping up. A lot of women are participating. I noticed that the Facebook groups are growing faster. The Instagram continued to grow. So at this point, I'm just sitting on it. So one of the things that I ended up doing was I connected, like, because at first when I had the domain, I just let it sit and I posted it just on the domain resale list that they have on GoDaddy. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let it sit, let somebody contact me and inquire about it. As I'm letting it sit, that's when I got the $800 offer. 2021 rolls around, so I'm like, okay, I want to be more proactive about this. I want to make sure that when they type in the domain, they actually have an actual person that they can reach. So I connected that domain to my personal website, which is IamDestinyAdams.com. So I had that. So anytime you were going to blackwomeninluxury.com prior to 2022, well, prior to recently 2022, I had it just transfer into my personal website. Fast forward to early January 2022, I get an email saying, hey, I noticed that the Black women in luxury domain is being transferred to this website. Are you the owner of it? I ended up replying to him, letting him know that yes, I was the owner. And he said that he wanted to purchase it. So the original price that he gave was $8,000, which my counter offer was $10,000, and we were able to settle at $9,750. So yeah, so that domain that I purchased for 99 cents sold for $9,750. Now, on to the tips, because it doesn't always work like this. And I've watched some YouTube videos where I see people get $25,000, $100,000. So it all is just based on what you buy, the value that someone sees in it, the value that you see in it. But yeah, so we're gonna go on to the tips. First thing you need to do is, when it comes to choosing domains, you want to make sure that you choose something of value. So something that you either see like, okay, this has potential to actually blow up, or something that you know is going to be of value to someone else. So another trend that I hopped on was when Netflix was purchasing a lot of Black TV shows. So I ended up purchasing Netflix Black. And that was one of those domains where it just sat there, like nothing happened with it, which I'm actually gonna repurpose it, which is gonna lead on to another tip down the line. But that's the first step, is make sure you choose a domain when you're looking for domains, make sure you choose something that's going to either be of value to you, of value to someone else, or of value to a group of people. It doesn't have to be right away. You have to look at the big picture, because I bought my Black Women in Luxury domain back in 2020 and then sold it in 2022. So you have to be patient. Second thing that you want to do is you want to go to GoDaddy.com, which there's a lot of different hosting sites that you can use, but I specifically use GoDaddy.com, and you want to make sure that domain is available. And sometimes based on the different keywords that that domain has, it might be a little bit more expensive. So you might not be able to get it for 99 cents. You might have to end up paying maybe $12, $15, $20, all the way up to $200. The third thing you want to do is decide, how do you want to sell it? Do you want to post it on GoDaddy's resale site? So they have a resale site where you can just post the domains that you have for sale. You can check the value. I'm going to put their link to check the value of different domains. You can put it actually on their resale site. Two, what I see a lot of people doing is they'll create like a mini website for their domain, which I'm actually going to end up doing this for Netflix Black. So what you'll do is you'll create a mini website for the domain, post some type of content. You can post different pictures, you can post a vlog, and then you'll add some ads to the channel, so you can use Google AdSense. That way when people come to the page and see the ads, you can get paid that way. And then you'll also let people know that you do have it for sale and this is your contact information. Or you can use the method that I use, which is just having it forwarded to my personal website, so they have a person to contact just in case that they want to buy it. And I would say the key to domain flipping is being patient. Being patient and just knowing what you have is valuable. So some of the tricks that I've seen people use is they'll actually choose domains based on, like, let's say they'll use, like, this is just like a random one. Of course, it's already taken, like Dallas Apartments, Grand Rapids Apartments, Grand Rapids Restaurants, DallasBlackRestaurants.com, and then they'll start contacting people to see if they're willing to buy it. And this is just pertaining to different industries that you might be in, so you might want to have a little bit of knowledge about the industries, because that way you'll know exactly who to contact, who's going to be willing to pay you the most money, because you never know how much these domains are actually going to go for. So yeah, so those are my tips for domain flipping. Make sure you're staying patient, actually choosing ones of value. Make sure you have a strategy of how you're going to get it sold. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you need to connect with me, I am Destiny Adams on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, everything. I am Destiny Adams across the board. My website is IamDestinyAdams.com. And videos will be posted on a weekly basis. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, comment if you want to see more side hustles, like just little small side hustles that I do, videos like this. And yeah, thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next video.